I'm back with another Pendulum of Wealth series video, and this one is honestly going to be one of the more lighthearted, funnier, fun videos, but it also will kind of rub you the wrong way if you take the context of what I'm displaying to you and you put it into perspective, because this video is just one of the more silly ways that I shed the comparison spotlight on the fact that the wealthy really get the exact life that they want, and they can turn the things that they want to earn or want to gain or want to buy into a appreciating asset that creates them wealth instead of costs them. And they even do that in the cars that they tell you not to buy. And that's why this Pendulum Wealth series is called Lambos and Bentleys and G-Wagons. Oh my. Now, what's a pendulum of wealth? Well, a pendulum of wealth is the key component to every passive income stream. You will not find a single passive income stream that does not have a pendulum of wealth to it, and that is simply because a pendulum of wealth is the process that turns a profit on autopilot that you can set in place and lead to turn out wealth for you, then rinse and repeat as the pendulum swings. And in this video, I'm going to break down the different pendulums of wealth I've either seen or personally implement and show you how to set each up so that you have your own pendulum of wealth set up for yourself in each one of the different areas that I touched on. This video is about buying assets they told you not to, cars, and how to leverage them, right? The leverage will purchase, the wealthy will purchase their favorite cars, write them off, and have their asset appreciate in value as they drive it, then sell it for a profit. Guys, when I found out that there was more to this, that they were literally, robbing the bank on both ends, I knew I had to create a video about this, because so many people out there tell you not to buy that car. Not to buy, especially not the expensive one or the exotic one or the foreign one, right? And it's all because they don't know this part, what I'm about to break down for you, or else there would be a different stigmata, because based on weight, most SUVs, anything over 6,000 pounds really, qualify their purchaser a tax write-off for the full value of the vehicle the year they put the down payment on the vehicle. They just have to use it for business purposes for a percentage of the time. Now, that was already easy. As a lifestyle marketer, you would, be able to turn around and make a video like the wealthy do, making videos in their cars, taking pictures and product placements with their vehicles, and they got a tax write-off for them. But that wasn't enough for a real pendulum of wealth. But Turo and things like that changed the game, because now Turo and sites like that have made it possible for your asset to be making you money, hands free to you, and still be there for you to enjoy if and when you want to. Now, here's how, right? The wealthy will buy an SUV and write it off, then list it on Turo and those other rideshare sites to create a pendulum of wealth, because Turo and those other rideshare sites, as you have been a part of, as you probably know by now, when you go on vacation, you don't have to go to a rental car company and rent whatever they're willing to give you at whatever terrible rates they're willing to give you them at. You can go, if you are a foreign car driver, if you are a preferred person of luxury, you can pick on Turo and these other sites Lamborghinis, Bentleys, G-Wagons, Teslas, Jaguars, things of that nature that you want to drive, so that you feel like the car you normally drive at home is wherever you go, right? As you saw in some of my videos over the years, even this last year when I went to Colorado, we used Turo, and we were in different Mercedes, and then the one day that we were going to take the Lamborghini out, it was terribly snowing, so I didn't want to do all of that. But they allow you to, turn around and take someone else's car and drive it like your own and pay for it for the day or for the week or for the month or for ongoing, however, and that creates a pendulum of wealth for the person who set their car up there, because from there, and here's how it becomes a total pendulum of wealth. The wealthy turn around and partner with a lot owner who handles the listing, collecting and cleaning of the car, then sending it off with the next renter. And guys, you know, in the other video that I talked about the ecosystem of some of these pendulums of wealth, this is one of those ecosystem type of moments, right? Turo has created such an ecosystem with this car rental service being a booming industry that people in Miami, Los Angeles, bigger cities, you know, even Charlotte, cities, right, turn around and buy lots of land that they turn around and make into a rent station, if you will, for Turo users to partner with them, leave their car on that lot, and then they collect the lot from the new Turo user. When they're done using it, they clean it, set it up, and they send it off with the next Turo user coming to pick up the next car. And they've turned a whole entire business that makes them 6 figures per year to 6 figures per month, depending upon the city and the size of the lot and how many cars they partner with, out of the ecosystem of that car renting atmosphere that we're talking about right now. So it's very easy, especially if you're in a city or if you want to be in a city that you're not living in, to partner with a lot owner in that city to have your car shipped there, to let it sit there, to let the car owner handle it, or to let the car lot owner handle the maintenance and the collecting and the work, and then pay them a percentage of the profits, right? The wealthy pay them a percentage of the profits and pick which days they're in that city to block off the car's availability so they can play with their car when they want and let it make them money hands-free otherwise. Guys, I hope you hear what I'm saying, because I'm trying to give you the blueprint for a better life. I'm trying to give you the blueprint for what the wealthy are doing so you can do it too. I want you, whoever you are watching this video, to be so impacted by my video series to turn around and create wealth for yourself, and then to have these types of knowledge and abilities in place. So maybe you do like to drive nothing but Lamborghinis. Maybe you do like to drive nothing but Ferraris. Maybe you do like to drive nothing but Mercedes, right? And you make that your staple. But maybe you love California and Vegas and Miami and Puerto Rico. And when you want to go to those cities, you want to be in those places with your vehicles or with a vehicle that makes you feel at home. Guys, not only can you leverage Turo to do that as a customer, but this is how you could do that and have it set up there. So you have 4 business partners in 4 different cities that are handling all of your cars while you're in that city. And then when you get to that city to party for a couple of days or for work for a week or just to hang out and unwind, you can just block off the car so it no longer makes you money for those days and you get access to it. And the wealthy will pay for their car note, their insurance. They will turn a profit with this process, and then they'll make it into a process that, as I just pointed out, is hands-free to them. So they basically gave the wealthy a tax write-off and a reason to buy the vehicles they want. Now, isn't that a very different message than you were given? Isn't that a very different message than even the wealthy who follow me are probably told by the not wealthy in your life? Right? I know it's been my personal experience when they looked at my business partners and myself crazy for the cars that we bought. But what they didn't know is things get silly when you stop and realize that some of these assets actually appreciate in value. The wealthy buy G-Wagons, Lambos, and Bentleys specifically because every year since 2017, which is now 5 years, and as this video goes on, it'll be more than that, they've seen a consistent appreciation in the value of those assets. So the wealthy purchase their favorite exotic, benefit from the tax write-off. Then even while it's being used, either by them or to make them more money, the asset increases in value, so they turn a profit when it's time to sell. And if you think that's it, that's crazy, because from there, leverage starts to come into play. If it's a pendulum of wealth, then the wealthy set the car up on Turo. They let the vehicle make them money for a year. Then They get the next year newer model with that car as a down payment or a trade-in so that they can leverage the tax write-off of the new vehicle each new year as the pendulum swings. And if it's an appreciating asset like a Lambo, a Bentley, a G-Wagon, the wealthy have options. They can drive it and let the asset appreciate in value and look to sell it in 2 to 5 years time period and turn a profit of upwards of 25% to 60% off the appreciation and then repeat the cycle with their next dream cars. Or use it as a luxury pendulum of wealth and offer it on Turo and private rental sites to earn $500 to thousands of dollars per day off of renting the vehicle. Use those funds to put down payments on more luxury vehicles to rent and still have the option to sell it afterwards and take the value that the asset has appreciated and buy the newer version to get the tax write-offs the next year and start the process all over again. And guys, I've seen this put into action with my own eyes, and it's one of the reasons why I was so excited to make this video, because one of my partners leverages his Lamborghini Urus to make $28,000 per month, and he leaves it available on the weekends in case he wants to drive it when he's in town. Guys, it's also currently worth $350,000 more than what he paid for it just 3.5 years ago. Guys, it's really, really ridiculous when you think about it, because everything you've ever learned about finances was actually taught to you to hold you back. The rules to wealth is a totally different playbook, and you could play by their rules. You could go buy that Urus, go buy that G-Wagon that you want, and go write it off. Go list it on Turo to handle the car note in case you don't believe that you can handle the car note on your own, or in case you want it to be a completely hands-free investment to you that's turning you a profit, right? Turn you a hands-free profit, as I just mentioned, and you'll get to take it out the rest of the time it isn't working for you. Guys, you could go get your Lambo, get your G-Wagon, get your Bentley. And guys, if you don't want to take the tax write-off benefits, this applies to any car at all. If you dream about a small little compact convertible, if you dream about a light Tesla, if you dream about any little car, you could do this as well. Go get that XYZ vehicle and then go list it on Turo and those other sites. Let that car make you a hands-free profit and pay itself off. And then give yourself availabilities. Give you Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take yourself some time and enjoy your car, right? Then enjoy it for 2 years and sell it at a 30% profit and buy the next car on your list and takes the tax write-off and repeat the process. And guys, like I said, that only applies for those that appreciate in value. But if you want to do what the wealthy do and not do the appreciate in value part, then just turn around and buy the next vehicle, because you'll have been turning a profit and your car will be paying for itself off of Turo. You can afford a better vehicle, a second vehicle, an additional vehicle, a work vehicle, a play vehicle. You can do it like the wealthy do. You just have to play by the same rules that they do. And guys, that's not financial advice. That is just a fact of life.